recognize Senator Kaine.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, Senator Rounds. I could ask questions for about an hour of this panel because I think I could learn a tremendous amount. But let me make two comments and then really one question that will be for you, Ambassador Tamlin. First, to Nathaniel Fick. When my son Nathaniel was a senior in high school in December of 2007 and came to me and said, "Mom and Dad, I want you to know that I've been talking to a Marine recruiter for the last few months. I noticed that he had your book, One Bullet Away, on his bookshelf." And I think it was a surprise to us when he told us this. I think your writing was influential in his decision. He had an 8-year career as an infantry officer with 2 deployments, is now a reservist. But I just wanted to say you have influenced a lot of people in a lot of your previous capacities, but that book in particular, and maybe even the Nathaniel coincidence was one, helped create a really talented Marine officer, my oldest son.
Thank you, sir.
And then, Mr. Schiffer, I'll just say it's really a treat to see you back. You performed such good service during my time on this committee, and you're so well suited for the position. Ambassador Tamlin, I'm going to take my questions to you in a completely different direction because I feel like the 5 of you are very qualified for the positions that you're going to be going to, and I'm going to support you all. But when we have foreign relations folks who are posted in countries right now that I'm concerned about, I often ask about your current post rather than the one to which you'll be nominated, and I'm very, very worried about Sudan, and I think I'm going to just talk to you a little bit about that. The reports just within the last few days from CNN that Sudanese gold has been plundered by Russians to support the Ukrainian war has led to street protests in Sudan, and I'm interested that the Sudanese government has reacted to these reports by cracking down on plunderers? No, cracking down on those who revealed the information that demonstrated that Russia was plundering their gold reserves. What do you think this very shocking reporting portends for Sudan, and what advice would you have for the committee about the way we should approach U.S.-Sudanese relationship given the significant number of challenges in Sudan right now?
Thank you, Senator. Well, I think that the path ahead to deal with this and other issues is supporting a civilian-led transitional government. What we've seen following the revolution is that only a civilian-led government is capable of tackling these issues, of bringing transparency to bear on the events happening in the country, putting in place more responsible government institutions, and thinking about these issues and trying to figure out a better way of doing them. So that is our major focus right now. We're working very closely with all of the stakeholders involved to support a civilian-led transitional government. And what we've made clear as well is that until there is a credible civilian-led transitional government that has a broad support from the Sudanese people, the U.S. assistance will not be available.
The reporting is just a few days old, and again, it's really shocking. I would encourage all my colleagues to read it. I imagine many have, and I applaud CNN for doing such good work on it. Do you think thus far the reaction in Sudan of the public would suggest that it would, increase the public demand for a stable civilian government that could hopefully avoid shocking malfeasance of the kind that's been reported?
There's no debating this issue. I would say about 100% of the Sudanese population seek a civilian-led government. There's very clear consensus across the board for many reasons, but including this one, because I think there's a great concern about the natural resources of the country not being used for the benefit of the people. So I think it simply underscores the importance of moving swiftly forward on this transition. Thank you.
Thank you. With that, I yield back, Mr. Chair.
I'm grateful for that, a yielding of about a minute of your time.